What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. Let's get down to this whole situation. Let's talk about Kurt Frost's daughter, Rasheeda's stepdaughter, Kelsey Frost. This is a whole sad situation. There has been new evidence that has dropped and been released. And basically, it definitely looks like it's going to be a self defense case when it comes to T Hood, losing his life behind, Kai Frost. And any event, there has been videos dropped of T Hood and what he was doing to Kelsey Frost. Like, he walked up in the house because the house has cameras. So in any event, thank God the house have cameras, because this actually helps prove that it was a self-defense case. So in any event, Kelsey is in her bed. She is knocked out. She is sleeping. There's cameras in the room. I don't know if they record. I don't know why they got cameras in the room, but in any event, they got cameras in the bedroom. So she's sleeping. She's knocked out. T Hood comes into the room. He has on a black hoodie, has on jeans. His hair's all over the place. And he jumps on her and he wakes her up, and it's just a physical altercation. And when it comes to Kelsey, she's not even fighting. She's not hitting back. She's not saying anything, which the video doesn't have any sound. And she's just, just being used like a rag doll. I mean, like, the way that he was manhandling her was so horrific and so horrible. Anybody that loved her, anybody that cared for her would, probably do exactly what Kai Frost did. Basically, he, ended the threat to his sister and the threat to him. And in any event, it was a bad situation. Like, I'm telling you, like, Kelsey is out here defending her ex T Hood, and she's talking about she would have been back with him that same night. How could you be back with him the way that, it was so bad. It was worse than the Diddy and Cassie altercation in the hotel. It was worse than that. And this girl didn't fight back. She didn't say anything. He woke up out her sleep. She wasn't trying to leave. She wasn't trying to go nowhere. She was just laying in the bed, and he came in there and he terrorized her. And he was horrific in doing what he was doing to her, which is just like, oh my God, I can't believe this young lady was going through this. It seems like she identified with her abuser, and it was very sad in her face when the police reports, or the police released a statement saying that when they showed up on the scene, they seen Kelsey with bruises. Yes, she had bruises. Her lip, her eyes, her nose. I mean, like, oh my God. He was like giving her body shots and everything. This was just so horrific to see and watch. And then also previously, before T Hood, departed from this earth because of his actions, Kelsey was text messaging, T Hood's mother, and basically she was telling T Hood's mother, as you can see on the screen, that your son put his hands on me, and she's basically telling her, like, yo, he's putting his hands on me, but I want to send him his stuff. I will Uber it to him. I will Uber everything that he has to him. I just want to get it while he's OTW, Blase in the third. And then, she's also saying, no one's helping me. No one's helping me with the domestic situation. So the mom knows that her son, is out here in these streets putting his hands on women. He wasn't going to survive too long, especially with a woman that has brothers. It's an unfortunate event that this had to go down and this had happened. But when it comes to T Hood, he won't be putting his hands on any other woman. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the time, to get it right, go to domestic violence classes or get counseling. He's no longer here. And who's to say that he was ever going to go get help or go get counseling for his anger and putting his hands on women? But in any event, when it comes to Kelsey, she's also saying he pushing me, he's slamming my doors, he tried to pop my car tires, he's ripping my cameras out the wall. Nobody is helping me when it comes to him being domestic. So basically, well, Kai Frost came to the situation, and he ended, her abuse. He definitely ended her abuse. And this is just so tragic. This is the bedroom, and it's a video of him just, oh my God, this is just so sad that this woman was getting beat down. This ain't the first time, but it is the last time. He was really dog walking her. When I say dog walking, I'm talking about dog walking. And look how tiny she is. Look how little she is. She may have an attitude, but at this point, she was in the bed sleeping, minding her business, and he came in there. How many times has he done this to her? How many times has he put his hands on her? She's even informed his mother, so his mother knows, okay? So the brothers know, her family knows, people knows, the street know, the people in Atlanta know what was going on and what was happening, what was going on, and this whole situation. This is just really a terrifying situation. So when it comes to, Kelsey, she did tell the police on her brother and said her brother Kai did it. And she did tell T Hood's mother that, yes, I did tell the police that my brothers did it. My brother did it. And then the mother was like, then why is he released? Ma'am, your son, sorry to say this, ma'am, your son was wilding and going off, and this ain't the first time, because it's alleged that the video that was released happened that same day before the departure of your son from this earth. And some people say it happened a day before, but the police hasn't authenticated the video, but it looked just like him, his body frame, his hair, and everything. It was just like, if he just got shot and he's healing from his wounds, it did not look like he was hurt. It did not look like, he was missing a beat, because he was throwing them bows. He was throwing them bows. He was picking up and slamming. He was WWE and WWF out here in these streets when it comes to Kelsey in her bedroom. And that was a small space, so anybody in that house could hear what was going on. There's no way, if her brother was home, because the sister said he lives there, if he was home or if he came in the house, he heard that. He probably heard her sobbing, he probably heard her crying, and he was trying his best probably to, diffuse the situation. And the way and how angry T Hood was, there's no way that when Kai intervened in the situation, that he was peaceful, that he was like, oh man, my bad, I'm sorry, let me just get out here, let me get my stuff, this girl's tripping. He probably thought, because when it comes to Kai Frost, that he's small, he's little, there's been rumors about his sexuality, that hey, I can take him on, I can get 2 for 1. Well, he lost his life behind that, and that's what happened, which is a whole sad situation all the way together, that somebody should have got him out of there. And it seems like the sister was trying to get him out of there, but she was still dealing with him. And now Kai has to deal with being a murderer, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it is what it is. He defended his sister, because any brother that has a heart, that has masculinity, that has testosterone, and that loves his sister, or just love women, period, or don't think a man should put his hands on a woman, would jump in and do something. And then if that threat turns on them, they're going to handle that threat. And that's exactly what happened. T Hood was handled. And it's unfortunately he lost his life, but he won't be putting his hands on nobody else. And there has been rumors and speculation that when it comes to, T Hood, that he was, picking on Kai Frost, calling him names, making fun of his sexuality and things of that nature, because there's rumors that Kai Frost was gay, but he said he wasn't gay. His parents said he wasn't gay. Whether he's gay or not is neither here or there. But in any event, it seems like it's been a rocky relationship, and T Hood was marked for death. He just got shot 3 times not too long ago. Now he's beaten, I mean brutally, physically handling Kelsey. I could only imagine what he thought he was going to do to her brothers. He probably thought they were all soft. I can come in here and